Scooter, what you doing? You getting ready to go to bed? You gotta get up and go to work tomorrow, I bet. You got a big day ahead of you, don't you? You gotta go into work at 6 a.m. tomorrow because it's Saturday. And Scooter is going to get paid time and a half tomorrow to go into work on Saturday. And he's got to get up at like 3 a.m. because it's like where he works at. It's like 2 hours away from his house. It's like 80 miles away. So Scooter goes in and leaves his house at like 4 a.m. just to get to work barely in time at 6 o'clock. And then only works like 5 or 6 hours and gets off at like 11:30, 12 o'clock during the fucking day. And then has to drive 2 hours back. Well, actually, Scooter doesn't drive 2 hours back. Shanae, his little girlfriend, has to drive 2 hours out of her way, there and back, in the mornings to drop him off, and then 2 hours there, and then another 2 hours back to pick him up every damn day. Because Scooter, out of the goodness and kindness and generosity of his heart, bought that girl an $1,800 car. Shanae, Scooter spent $1,800 buying you that new Hyundai. Well, it's probably like 20 years old, but still, it's the thought that counts. He bought you a new Hyundai, and you won't even let that man drive the car. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, making that man have to catch a ride with you every damn day. And then of course, she loves the 2 hour trip there and 2 hour trip back, because she gets to post on her Facebook while she's doing it about how she's going and taking her man Derek to work, and then how she's going to go home and spend time with her babies because she's such an awesome mom that she lost custody of her kids. Not to her mom, but to her grandma. The kid's great-grandma raises them. But Scooter is, back to my original point, Scooter is going to go work hard this weekend and work overtime. Going to make time and a half tomorrow on Saturday from, I guess, 6 a.m. to 11:30 or 12 like he normally does. And then Monday, Scooter told us on his live feed last night that he don't mind working Labor Day because, as Scooter said, he ain't never been in no labor. He ain't never give birth to no damn kid. What the fuck does he care? And that's right, Scooter. What the hell do you care? You're going to get paid at least time and a half, maybe even double time, because Scooter gets paid holiday pay. Even though it's probably a low-skilled job and he doesn't really have any work history. But hey, they hired him on and they're giving him benefits right off the bat. Come on now. You can't get better than that. Scooter's going to get holiday pay, get paid double to work Monday. And he ain't never been in no labor, giving birth to no children. So he don't give a fuck about Labor Day. Even though Scooter, Labor Day isn't really about giving birth to kids. Scooter, Labor Day is about laborers, people who labor working at jobs, working in exchange for money, for compensation, financial compensation, Scooter. But, you know, that's okay. Scooter still ain't giving birth to no kids or anything like that. So, you know, hey, he's going to go in and he's going to work. So, you know, I don't really understand how that works, though. I mean, that's really like an hour and a half or 2 hour trip one way to where Scooter supposedly works. That, and the job Scooter claims to do is he claims he's a commercial fisherman, but he doesn't work on the boat yet now. No, not yet. He just handles the fish when they come off the boat from after the groups have been out at sea, I guess. But Scooter, you know, most of the time, people I've known, you know, I live down here in the South. I've known quite a few people who've gone down to Gulf Shores or Panama City Beach and have worked offshore, you know, worked on fishing boats. And they would go out for like weeks at a time, Scooter. They didn't go out daily and catch fish and then come back. Now, it may be different up there in Virginia. I don't know. Down here on the Gulf, most of them fishing boats, they go out for days or weeks at a time. But, you know, Scooter says they do it every day. And he says he works for a boatworks company that on all their social medias and all their advertisements, it looks like it's run by, looks like it's a small business, probably only a few people working there. And they say that all they do is repair boats and detail boats and things like that. But Scooter says, by God, they are a commercial fishing outfit, and that is what they do, and that is what he does there, and he handles the fish before they get them ready to be sold to the customers. But, I mean, it doesn't really add up, but, you know, honestly, as his little girlfriend Shanae used to say, lying to people, that's what he's doing. That's what I suspect. I'm about 93.7% sure that's what he's doing. Maybe even 97.2% positive. I don't know. Somewhere in between there, you know, give or take. And this and that, and then some, and all that good stuff. You understand. Right or wrong, Scooter. But, like Shanae said, lying to people. That's what he's doing. But although Scooter says he's telling the truth, and by God, he drives 4 hours every day. One way there, 2 hours, and one way back, 2 hours. 4 hours. So that would mean, and they do that again at noon. So that would mean right about the time Shanae gets home from dropping him off, she's got about an hour before she's got to turn around, get back in the damn car, and drive back to pick his ass up. Like, it don't even make no sense for her to do that. She might as well just go on and just sit in the damn car in the parking lot for a couple hours and wait on him to come out. Or she could do the right thing, Shanae, and let Scooter drive his own damn car. He paid $1,800 for that vehicle and even professionally installed them damn Pioneer speakers in there. And you don't even let him drive it to work. You making him have to get a ride. Like a school kid. He's a car rider. Scooter's a car rider, like a kid at school, in elementary school. He got to wait for the second bell to ring so he can go out to the car rider line and get picked up from work, from his non-existent job. His real job. Scooter says, I believe it, because I'm his biggest fan. Although sometimes I wonder, I don't know. Maybe that is a goof. I don't know, but Scooter says this shit. I don't really believe it, but, again, he says it, so, it's got to be true. Although his girlfriend doesn't agree, she seems to think that he's full of shit, because she says lying to people. That's what he's doing. And I suspect she's probably right, but I don't know, Scooter keeps insisting he's got this new job, but nothing adds up, though. I swear I want to call that fella that runs the company that he supposedly works for, but I just ain't really got around to it yet. Although I heard somebody the other day, was it last night or this morning, claiming that they had called the dude, and the dude said they didn't know who the hell he even was. I was like, well, shit. I don't know, that's just a rumor, but I almost guarantee he's full of shit. He don't work there. The people ain't ever even heard of the guy. But, you know what? Scooter says he does, then he doesn't. We'll just have to believe him, or agree to disagree, or, you know what? I won't say I agree, but I agree with Shanae. Lying to people. That's what he's doing. But on his live feed last night, he made an interesting comment at one time. He was roasting a fella on there. A guy said on there at one time, he said that he was eating some authentic Mexican food. And Scooter said, authentic Mexican? What the fuck's that? What, you eating like tacos or some shit? He said, I had to roast him. Scooter roasted that fella. And then right after that, Scooter said that people are all the time telling him that he needs to be a stand-up comedian. Because Scooter is a funny fucking guy. Scooter is hysterical. Everything he says on these damn live feeds is just hysterical. He's an absolute riot on there. He's just hilarious guy. The only problem is, Scooter, I don't think too many people are going to want to hear you get on stage and, stand-up comedy, and hear you go like this. Hey, guys, what's going on? Hey, guys, I was on a live feed the other night, and a guy told me he was eating authentic Mexican food. And I said, hey, what are you eating? Tacos? Hey guys, you're not laughing. What the fuck? You guys are haters. Screw you guys. This is bullshit. He'd probably walk off stage and stomp off stage and go home and cry at home to his mommy or to his little girlfriend, and then they'd have to kiss his ass and tell him how great he is and how funny he is. And Scooter, when people are all the time telling you how great you are, they're not doing that because they really think that. They're doing that so you won't beat them up, so you won't be mean to them. Or, God forbid, you won't tear their house up, punch holes in the wall, or tear things up, or break things. I think Rustin's had this conversation with you before in the past, but, I don't know. I don't see you being a stand-up comedian, because, I don't see that happening. But, I don't know. Scooter said some pretty funny shit on there last night. Honestly, I don't remember too much. I watched it kind of late last night or early this morning. I think I finished it, but oh my God. He said he's almost been killed 22 times in car wrecks. I don't know that he's been in 22 car wrecks. I think he was almost in 22 car wrecks. But apparently somewhere Scooter's keeping count of those. Like, he's got a little tally somewhere in a little notebook. I think maybe he keeps it tucked away in a dresser or something, but that's kind of odd. I don't know. Like, how the hell you almost get killed in car wrecks 22 times, Scooter? What the fuck is that? No, it's kind of funny when he said it. I don't know. And one last thing, anybody that's looking for any Scooter merchandise needs to contact the Carolina Cowboy, because Carolina Cowboy is finally getting his merch store off the ground and is going to profit off the good name of Scooter Wayne. I said I was going to do it and make $10. I think I might even said I made $12 if I was going to make $12, but I was just fucking around, Scooter. I ain't really going to do that. But Carolina Cowboy really is. And so far, I think he's actually sold several items this week. He's only been just announced it a couple days ago. He's already sold like 4 or 5 things, I believe. And he's actually going to really print the shirts up and actually mail them out. Imagine that. Wow, Scooter. He might even get some repeat business out of this. You never know. Damn, Scooter. You know, and if you had actually mailed the items out that you were selling a couple years ago, or about a year ago, not a couple years ago, but a year ago, you might actually got some repeat customers too, and people might actually still buy shit from you, and you might not be labeled a scammer. But you didn't do that, and you don't have anybody wanting to buy anything from you anymore, and you're a pretty notorious guy these days for ripping people off. But, you know, it's beside the point, Scooter. That's all right. As your girlfriend would say, lying to people. That's what you do. And also allegedly rip people off, Scooter. And that is tonight's update from the Scooterverse, folks. That's all I got. But you guys have a fantastic weekend. And just remember that Scooter has never given birth and never been in no damn labor. So he is going to work on Labor Day, Monday morning at 6 a.m. And Sinead's going to drive 2 hours there to drop him off and 2 hours back home. And then wait an hour and then drive 2 hours back to pick him up and then 2 hours back home to take him home. So while you're out enjoying, you know, your food and hanging out with your buddies and with your family and y'all grilling and barbecuing and eating all them good fattening foods, just remember that Scooter will be hard at work slaving away, working up those crabs and those fish and all that stuff and cleaning them up and getting them ready to sell. So you folks, you fine folks out there watching this, can enjoy your seafood next time you want to go to Red Lobster or to the whatever the hell place people go. I don't know. I don't eat seafood, but it's not really my thing. But Scooter's hard at work on his Labor Day, doing that for all of us because he ain't never give birth to no kids, what he said. Folks, I'm the weakest link, and this has been